Good morning, my dear students. I am Sophia from Gopal Swami PU College, Mysore. Today, I am going to take up first chapter from your reflection text, that is, The Gentleman of the Jungle, written by Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta, 1897 to 1978, was a Kenyan anti-colonist activist and politician who governed Kenya as its Prime Minister from 1963 to 1964 and then as his first president from 1964 until his death in 1978. Jomo Kenyatta was country's first indigenous head of government and played a significant role in the transformation of Kenya from a colony of the British Empire to an independent republic. He led the Kenya Africa National Union, that is KANU party from 1961 until his death. A Kikuyu, name of a clan. Jomo Kenyatta belonged to the same clan, that is Kikuyu. He was one of the earliest and best known African nationalist leaders. As secretary of his tribal association 1928, he campaigned for land reform and African political rights. He gained widespread respect as an anti-colonist during his presidency. He was given the honorary title of MZ. Jomo Kenyatta is considered to be the founding father of Kenya. His notable work is Facing Mount Kenya. Today, let us discuss the three meanings which I have written on the board. The first one is colonialism, allegory, and fable. Now, what is the meaning of the word colonialism? Colonialism it is the policy or practice of acquiring full or partial political control over another country, occupying with settlers and exploiting it economically. Mean the superior country or the superior race, they dominate the inferior. What do? They acquire fully or partial, a part with the settlers, the one who stay there, and they start to exploit them. So this is nothing but colonialism. Why are we looking at this word today? There is a reason behind it. The present chapter, The Gentleman of the Jungle, speaks about the colonialism where the Europeans dominated Africans. We are going to study in detail as we get into the text. Now, the reasons for African colonialism were mainly because of economical, political, and religious. By 19th century, Africa had been colonized by 7 European powers, and they were Britain, France, Germany, Belgium, Spain, Portugal, and Italy. Even our India was under the colonial rule of British until 1947. So here, the superior people or the superior race will dominate the inferior. They started to dominate, and the reason would be because to capture or to exploit that inferior country economically, political, and religious wise. So even we, the Indians, have suffered this until 1947. Now let us move on to the next word, that is allegory. What is an allegory? An allegory is a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. That's nothing but an allegory. So what is the other definition, or how are we going to understand this word allegory in a detailed way is, an allegory is a story within a story. What does it mean? It means to say that it has a surface story and another story hidden in it. So a story within a story. For example, you may say the surface story might be two neighbors throwing rock at each other's house. So the surface story is two boys are throwing stones at each other's house, whereas the hidden meaning, it could be that, or it depicts the war between two countries. This is nothing but an allegory, story within a story. Now, let us move on to the third word which I have written on the board, that is fable. Now, what is a fable? Probably you might have heard about Panchatantra, where animals play a major role. So a fable is nothing but a short story, typically with animals as a character, conveying a moral lesson. So the present chapter which we are going to study today, The Gentleman of the Jungle, it speaks about colonialism, allegory and fable. So let us get into the text in detail now. The Gentleman of the Jungle, written by Jomo Kenyatta. Now, before we get into the text, The Gentleman of the Jungle, let us first discuss qualities of a gentleman. Who, according to you, is a gentleman? So the answer could be the one who is humble, the one who is polite, the one who dresses well. So, there are lots and lots of qualities of a gentleman. Why is this chapter been titled as The Gentleman of the Jungle? Are we going to find the gentleman in the jungle? It's a question mark. As we get into the text, we'll get to know about it. We'll get to know the meaning of the gentleman of the jungle. In the late 19th century, the chief European powers divided Africa among themselves. So, in the late 19th century, what happened here was the chief. Who is a chief? Chief means to say he is a leader of a particular clan or a country. So in late 19th century, the chief European, so the Europeans divided Africa among themselves. So they started to divide Africa among themselves to rule African people. They could do this because European arms were superior and because the African chiefs did not understand the meaning of the treaties they were asked to sign. So here, the Europeans started to dominate Africans. The reason was that Europeans were considered to be superior to that of Africans. So they started to dominate Africa, and the African chiefs did not understand the meaning of the word treaties. What is the meaning of the word treaties? Treaty is nothing but agreement. Here we see that Africans were considered to be as the native people who was considered to be as humble, innocent, ignorant of certain things. Whatever was told to them, they believed it blindly. So this became the negative part of Africa or African people. But for the Europeans, this negative quality of Africans were taken in as a positive thing to dominate Africans. They were not educated. So the Europeans gave something and asked the African people to sign. As I have already told you, Africans are considered to be uneducated. They did not go through with the matter that was there in the sheet of paper. They just signed. How did they sign? Can you believe someone blindly? So what was the weapon that Europeans used on Africans? The weapon was trust. As the Europeans entered African land, they had one thing in their mind to gain the trust of African people. Once you trust, we believe anyone blindly. So this is what happened here in this chapter. Europeans entered Africa for trade. They wanted a piece of land to expand their trade or to start up their trade. As they came to Africa, they wanted to extend the kind of a friendship, they wanted to gain that trust from African people. And they gained it. After gaining, they gave a sheet of paper to the African people and asked them to sign. So already that they have gained the trust, Africans believed Europeans blindly and they just signed the treaty. Treaty is nothing but agreement. So here Jomo Kenyatta wants to bring in the life of Africans in his writing, the way that they suffered, the way that the Europeans dominated them. Now, as a result, Africans lost the land they had traditionally lived on and cultivated. So first they gained the trust, second they gave the sheet of paper to sign, treaty, they signed. As a result, now the land which belonged to Africans after signing this treaty, it was passed on to Europeans. Now, as a result of this, of what? The signing of the treaty, what happened? The African people lost their land, which was traditionally cultivated. Traditionally meant which was passed on from their ancestors to them. So they lost the land which they cultivated. Their attitude towards European expansion is made clear in the following fable, which reflects the attitude of Kikuyu people of Kenya towards European laws and commission. So once the Europeans gained the land of Africans, they started to expand, and this is what we are going to study in the short story, The Gentleman of the Jungle, in the form of a fable which reflects the attitude of Kikuyu people. Kikuyu is nothing but the clan. Jomo Kenyatta also, he belonged to the same clan. As he belonged to the same clan, he understood the problem of Kikuyu people. That's the reason why he has written, and he wants people to know about the suffering of Africans. So now, let us stop our chapter here for today. Let us continue our chapter in the next class. Thank you.